Yo, what's up guys, it's Kodi. In this video, I'm going to be going over what I'm running on my Stamina Sorcerer when it comes to open world PvP. Now, remember, this is not my build, this is simply just my setup, and I'm not advising you guys to run this. I'm just informing you that this is a pretty good setup from what I've seen and played with. Now we're running 2-piece Slime Crawl, 1 medium, 1 light, 5 Shackle Breaker, 5 heavy, agility, a Maelstrom Greatsword, and Back Bar Seducer. Now, why are we running the Back Bar Seducer? If you guys are wondering, Magic as a Sustain really helps on a Stamp Sorc, and on our Certain Board bar is where our Dark Deal is. So when we are Dark Dealing, we're going to be getting more Magic back on that bar. Why are we running Shackle Breaker? It's just a really good set for Stamp Sorc. It's going to give us Stam, which is our damage and heals, and a bigger pull. We're getting Magicka. I guess I can help with a bigger Dark Deal pull. I don't see the 5-piece max Magicka really helping that much, but it helps. And then of course the Magicka Stam Recovery is going to help Stam Sorc, and then weapon damage is also going to be a plus. Slime Crawl is going to give us 5% weapon critical and 8% more damage done, which is really good. Agility, it's a really good 3-piece, gives us a lot of stam and damage. We're running 2 weapon damage, 1 reduced cost. Remember, I always tend to do that on heavy builds. I find that to be the best since skills cost quite a lot in heavy. Now, the best 2-hand weapon that you can play with this build, in my opinion, is a Maelstrom Precise Maul. Anything that's precise is going to be really good. I find the weapon crit to be a little bit on the low end, so running a precise would definitely bump it up to a suitable pull of weapon crit. And we are running Thief. You don't want to make you don't want to make your weapon crit too low, so try to get that precise weapon. For now, I'm just running a Sharpened Greatsword. It works, but I really still wish I had more crit. I may end up just crafting a Precise Maul non-set, but then I'm losing 189 weapon damage and this poison, so I'm debating right now. And I don't play Stam Sorc that much. This is more for just like showing you guys what the setup is. Okay, so all stam enchants and try to get all impen on your armor, guys. Back bar, make sure you're running an infused weapon. This is going to make sure you can proc your 452 weapon damage whenever you want. Pretty much has no cooldown. It's a 5-second cooldown, so you can literally proc it back to back. All you got to do is swipe them on your back bar, and you can hit them with an ultimate, your dizzy swings, and everything will hit a lot harder. If you are using Maelstroms, guys, make sure to put on a poison. I do find that better than the Merciless Charge enchant. And you'll still get the weapon damage passively, even though it says it's suppressed. We are an Orc, and you guys are probably wondering what's the best race. It's either Orc or Redguard. I think Orc works a little bit better with the mobility and how the Sorcerer sustains, so I think Orc is going to be the best, but Redguard is definitely an awesome choice as well. We are a Vamp, and we're running Smoked Bear Haunch, which is a gold food. I find that to be the best since you really... I just find sorcerers in general to work best off their opposite stat pool resource. So for instance, Magicka Sustain is going to be really beneficial on a Stam Sorc since we can turn Magicka into Stamina through this skill. For the skills, we're running Dizzy Swing, Streak, Critical Rush, Executioner, Rally, Dawnbreaker Smiting. If you find yourself to be too fast and not being able to hit your opponents with your Dizzy Swing or your abilities, switch to Stampede. Stampede will do pretty much the same exact damage from 3.5 meters out, but you're going to do more damage to Crit Rush if you're further away, but you'll gain that 60% snare. So if you're having issues with that, definitely switch that morph. Critical Surge is going to be our HOTS when we're in combat. We're really tanky since we're running Sword and Board and we are running this, so you can fly in and out of fights with Streak and your mobility, and you'll also be able to have tankability with this skill right here. Dark Deal, it's going to be one of our main sources of Stamina Sustain. Magicka Stamina, we have really good Magicka Sustain through Constitution passive, and our Magicka Pull and our Magicka Recovery. Shuffle, Dodge Chance, is going to give us more tankability and give us that immunity to remove snares and immobilizations. That's basically what the second piece of Shuffle does. It's really good. Hurricane, it's going to be our major resolve, major ward buff, and it's going to give us 10% speed and a slight dot, and Vigor obviously is our main heal. We're running Spell Wall for a back bar. You can run Overload if you want, but I find Spell Wall to be a really good defensive, cheap ulti to use when you need to get stand back through heavy attacks if you don't want a Dark Deal, or you can get Dark Deals without really getting interrupted unless you get bashed. Crushing Shocks will not interrupt you if you have this, but bashes still will. it's just a really good ultimate that you can use defensively and offensively. For instance, if you put this up, you can target the person who's shooting the most projectiles at you by gap closing them and taking that opponent down while not taking damage at the same time, since you will be blocking or reflecting everything. And those are the bars. If you're wondering what to run for pots, since this is a two-hand sorting board build, I do advise you guys to run major expedition pots. The best ones in my opinion right now are the immovability, speed, and stamina ones. You're not going to need magicka back from a tripod, since we are running a really good amount of magicka recovery. Now I'm pretty sure my gold food just dropped off, so it used to be higher. I'm pretty sure it's 1400 on the back bar and 1300 on the front, something like that. But yeah, make sure to grab all your passes, guys. They are useful. Sorcerer doesn't really need a lot of passes, especially when you're Stam, so just try to grab the ones that are needed for playing a Stam Sorc. CP would be the last thing. Let's just jump in real quick. You guys can pause the video whenever you like. I'm just going to breeze through these. And that's really it for the CP, and I think that's pretty much it for the build. If you guys have any questions, comments, or concerns, if you don't know how to play this, if you're wondering if there's a better setup, just leave it in the comment section below. I'll answer it as quickly as possible. Anyways, guys, it's been Kodi PvP. Hope you guys enjoyed this video, and I'll see you guys later. Peace.